Hello and welcome to my new Flosstube video. My voice is a little bit weird today. I don't know why, so it is what it is. And I want to say hi to everyone, also everyone who is new. Um, I saw a lot of people subscribe to my channel and I want to say thank you. It's really weird to think a lot of people watch my videos, so I still am not really used to that idea, but I enjoy making them and I hope you enjoy watching them. So let's get to some stitching. Um, I didn't do a lot of stitching I think it's 2 weeks ago I filmed last. We all got sick. My son started and my daughter. I followed. My daughter is still not really over it. She's coughing a lot, but the worst is over. And well, my boyfriend isn't really sick. He didn't feel well for one day, and that's all. So he's okay. I also was working, and I was tired at night, so I didn't really do a lot of stitching. But what I did do is finally finish my It's You I Like. It's not a lot of work, so I don't know why it took me like 2 months. So it's on greenish fabric with purple variegated thread by DMC, and I'm going to finish this and send it to someone. It's a little bit washed out, but I like it, and I hope the one who I will give this to likes it also. So the next thing is Stitching in Quilt by Core et Batikor. And the last time I showed it, I was working on one of the there we go again, words. I was working on one of the motifs and I wanted to stitch that to see how large it all would get, and maybe I would do only that part. And let me show you. Rambling. So the last time I had this one done. This is a little, I think this is the middle of the pattern. I had this one done, and I think the heart was mostly done, and I think I worked a little bit on the side. I don't know for sure. But when I reached the top, I thought it's not going to be as big as I thought it would be, because if it was too big I would only do this section and make a pillow or frame it by itself and stitch the whole thing on a smaller count fabric. So I reached the top and I thought, how large will it get? So this is about half, and I'm okay with it. So I'm going to stitch the whole thing on 25 count over 2. It's a little bit bigger than I would like, but I don't mind. The colors are really beautiful on this fabric, and let me zoom in a little. This is the thimble, and over here will be a wreath of flowers, and I did the border, or almost the whole border of this section. And when I come back to this, I will see what I will work on. Maybe I will go on with the borders, or stitch something here, then something here. I don't know. I'm allowing myself to go all over the place with this one because it's all so much fun to stitch, all the patterns and colors, and I really like it. So I've been stitching on this one a lot because after, let me get the next one. I'm not really words. Oh, I do this every time. I didn't prepare very well, that's what I'm trying to say. Let me show you the next one and I will explain. This is Kinko the Storyteller by Amy Stewart, charted by Hade, Heaven and Earth. I stitched quite a lot on this one the first few days after I filmed the last time. Let me fold it a little bit. So, I had a page finish, which was about here. And after I had a page finish, I had been stitching on this for quite a while. And I was a little bit burned out, which is quite sad because it's such a nice project to work on. And I didn't work on it for more than a week, which is long for me on this one. And I started working on it again. This section had a lot of confetti, which is over now. So I got stitching on this, I think, yesterday or the day before that, and I'm right on track again. I really like it, and yeah, going on. I also use the new pattern app for this one. Pattern tracker, I don't know the name. I blanked on that. But it's a really nice app, and I love using it to find all the symbols, and it's really a big help. So I hope to have a page finish in the next month again. Who knows? It's still my favorite. I have 2 projects left. One of them is my travel piece, the Winter Rabbit by Lakeside Needlecraft, and I changed the colors. I outlined with half stitches the bunny, so I don't have to count or anything or have a pattern with it. I can fill in until a certain point, and yeah, it's getting there. I like it. I filled in the part between the ears. This one is almost done, and I started working here. So a lot of blue, and still working on the white. So yeah, still love it. And this is a freebie on their site, so if you would like to stitch this, you can find it there. The next thing I've been working on is also a freebie on the Lakeside Needlecraft's site. It's the tea and cake cell, and I've worked on this a lot. Let me show you. The top section is almost done. I only have to backstitch these 3 cupcakes. I saw this a couple of weeks ago on Stitching Mommy, Sarah, her channel, and she is recharting it so the backstitch is not going over stitches. So she is doing the quarter stitches and half stitches, and I don't mind it this way. Let me see if it will focus. No. I really have a problem with the focus of my camera, which is really annoying, but I love the colors, I love working in it, and it stitches up so quick. So the backstitch on the cupcake is really tedious, and I didn't want to do that anymore, so that's for the next time. Also, I normally don't show the back of my projects because they're messy, but it's okay. But I was working on this one when I wasn't really feeling well, and it really shows on the back, so I will show you. These ones are really okay, but this one has a lot of knots, and I didn't even notice until I flipped over to end my thread. and there are like, it's not even showing, but there are like 7 knots on the back, and so you will only see this side, right, when it's framed. And I really like this one. So the next time I will work on it, I will finish the backstitching, and I will go on with the T section. And I think I can finish this year. Yeah, love it. So I also have been working on my secret stitch, which I'm not going to show because it's for my boyfriend, and I think he watches my videos. I don't know for sure. So I have been stitching on that quite a lot, and I think it will be done soon-ish. So yeah, next I'm still looking for some fabric for some new starts. I have, I think, 4 or 5 projects. Ooh, that sounds like a lot. Let me see. Yeah, 5 projects I want to start. One of them I've showed a lot because it's the astronaut, which I wanted to start on the black fabric I bought, but I'm still looking for a different kind of fabric because I want it to be perfect. And I think I'm going for some 16 count Ada, or maybe 18 count, but I think on black that's a little bit hard. So I think it will be 16 count, and then I will do 2 threads over 1, of course, because it's Ada. So 16 count Ada. And then I have found a purpose for my purple fabric, which is still a beautiful purple fabric, but it's not blue like I intended to. So, oh, it's a little bit see-through. This is 18 count Ada, which I dyed myself. And for those of you who saw my last video, I tried to make it dark blue, and it turned out purple. And I used Dylon dye, and I haven't heard from Dylon yet, so that's a little bit disappointing. But I'm planning to stitch 11 C's on this one. It will fit, and I will just throw on some colors, and I hope I can show that the next time. So oh, I have one piece of haul all over the place today. I bought fabric for my son stitching. He did this one on just regular white fabric, and he really wanted to learn crosses, which I don't know if it will work because he can't keep his attention to the same thing for a long time. But I cut it up in little squares, and this is 9 count Ada, and it's so big. So he's really happy with it, and we will stitch on it soon. And I have some more, so yeah, he's happy. I'm also still looking for some fabric for the Issel by Joke Trebbe de Nijs. Sorry for the glare. And I'm going to stitch it in paradijsgaren. Let's see. I love these colors, so it's going to be beautiful. Still looking for some fabric for this one too. I'm thinking about 32 count something, just plain white, or maybe a little bit smaller. And I'm also planning some starts for our nerd wall. I found a lot of nerdy cross stitch patterns, and my boyfriend, he's a big nerd, and I really like nerdy stuff too. So I found some really nice things, and I hope to find some fabric this week. because I think it's wise to buy everything at once and not spend a lot of money on shipping. So yeah, I hope I can show you that the next time. For now, I think this is it. I didn't do a lot of stitching. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to ask, because I've been playing with the idea of a stitch with me for a long time. When I started Flosstube, I initially wanted to start with Stitch with Me because I was afraid to get in front of the camera, which is still a little bit weird. So let me know what you think, and if you would like to hear me talk about certain things. Maybe a Q&A if you have any questions. And I think I never really did a get to know me thing. So if you like that, let me know. Or just rambling, because I think I'm good at rambling. So let me know, and maybe I will do that. Also, a possibility is a kind of a time-lapse stitching with just some music, because I like watching those to see something appear on the fabric. So yeah, let me know. If you don't like it, that's okay too. I just like the stitching, and yeah, this is it. And I hope you will all have a nice day, nice week, and enjoy your stitching. Bye bye.